Welcome to the Martha Bassett Show, coming to you from the historic Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina, a home for music in the heart of the foothills. The Martha Bassett Show features national artists, local talent, and the music of Martha Bassett. Tonight on the show, we welcome Kyshona, Buddy Mondlock, and the Pharaoh Sisters. It's a great night with some of the finest music you'll hear anywhere. Now, let's have a big hand for Martha and the band playing this classic song by North Carolina's own Hazel Dickens, They'll Never Keep Us Down.
United we stand, divided we fall. For every dime they give us, battle must be fought. So working people, use your power, the key to liberty. Don't support that rich man style of luxury. And there ain't no way they can ever keep us down, oh no. Ain't no way they can ever keep us down. We won't be bought, we won't be sold to be treated right. Well, that's our goal. And there ain't no way they can ever keep us down. We've been shot and we've been jailed, Lord, it's a sin. Women and little children stood right by the men. But we got a union contract that keeps the worker free, and they'll never shoot that union out of me. They'll never shoot that union out of me, oh no. Never shoot that union out of me. Got a contract in our hands signed by the blood of honest men, and they'll never shoot that union out of me. Well, the power wheel is a rolling, rolling right along, and the government is a keep it going, going strong. So working people, get your help from your own kind. Your welfare ain't on that rich man's mind. Your welfare ain't on the rich man's mind, oh no. Your welfare ain't on that rich man's mind. They want the power in their hands just to keep down the workers' end. Your welfare ain't on the rich man's mind. And they'll never, never, never keep us down, oh no. Never, never, never keep us down. They can cheat, lie, frame, kill, but we'll stop that big wheel. And there ain't no way they can ever keep us down. Thank you. The Pharaoh Sisters, Clayton McKenzie, Jared Meyer, Thomas Pendergrast, and Austin Pfeiffer, hail from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Blending the cowboy sensibilities of their Western roots, Pfeiffer is from Oregon, Meyer is from Montana. With the Appalachian traditions of their new home, they use dark imagery, moody stringed instruments inspired by the foothills of the Blue Ridge. The Pharaoh Sisters released their debut album, Civil Dawn, in 2020, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. I love this record. The album led to the Pharaoh Sisters being named to the Gospel Coalition's 2020 Quality Christian Music 15 Artists to Watch. Describing their debut album, one reviewer writes, Civil Dawn is a promising debut for a duo whose music is at home performed in a dive bar as much as on the stage at the PCA General Assembly. Please welcome the Pharaoh Sisters.
We are walking to Zion, out of Babylon, on a journey to a sacred place. Not sacred for tradition, not sacred for religion, sacred 'cause we'll dwell with our God. A tent-dwelling people, strangers in the woods, now citizens of an unshakable city. Fire smoking below, the curse thunders round. Suffered hostility, curses pressure weight. He battered his side, smote him to the ground. Cries to the cross, spirit to us. Take me to liberty. For an island like John the Revelator, resting in the spirit with our Maker. We're desperate for a broom tree, land of milk and honey, Sabbath from the buzzing pageantry. Fire smoking below, the curse thunders round. Suffered hostility, curses pressure waiting. We battered his side, smote him to the ground. Christ to the cross, spirit to us. Take me to liberty. Thank you. a nursing child. You calm my soul, you cool my soul like a nursing child. Nothing wrong. You're a good person, but are you? Hello, hello. Keep my heart low. Things not for me. Make my eyes see a sky like a sea. Miss while I stare, punching and chair, clicking on nothing. Like a nursing child. You cool my soul, you cool my soul like a nursing child. Thank you.
Austin, will you tell us about the making of this record? I hear it's quite the epic journey.
Sure, yeah. It was an epic journey. We began, the band started, we started writing some music in 2017.
So you write all together, or is there?
Well, there's some tension around that.
Some therapy, we got over it.
We're working towards that.
We're working towards reconciliation.
But when we started, yes, I would say we do, especially instrumentally. And it took us about 2 years to record this record because I mean you can hear there's a lot of like these sounds and a lot of that right there. You know, we're recording with acoustic instruments, and so everything that we're doing is trying to capture that with what year is this guitar from?
52.
1952. So a lot of old instruments and creaky things, and so it took us a long time to put it together, and then we really wanted to press it on vinyl, and that was a whole process. And then we finally had the whole thing ready in February of 2020.
Yeah.
And so March 20th of 2020 was our release date, and our release show was March 26th of 2020.
It was beautiful. It was great.
And we played it later. It's going to be at the Ramcat.
I saw it. Yes.
And you can find it. It's on YouTube. It's a totally empty Ramcat, and thankfully Andy Tennille did it on video for us. So that was really good. But
yes, and as I recall, it was the first of Ramcat did a whole at-home series, and yours was the first because you were already scheduled.
That's right.
Yeah, they felt bad for us. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad for you too.
I mean, we'll take the pity. Yeah.
So Austin,
Yes.
You are a pastor,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, that's right.
Presbyterian?
Presbyterian.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how we all met, through church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask that because I know at least 2 of you are radiologists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about you guys.
We're trying not to talk about that because it has a pretty substantial nerd factor. So
It is, you're right.
we're trying to like keep the rock star vibes going, but you know,
But
it's
Clayton's not.
He's an engineer.
He's an electrical engineer, so he's not a nerd at all.
Okay. Thank God. That's very rock star.
So if you need some circuits, he can hook you up. He can.
Nice. So how did you end up in Winston-Salem? Is that where you all met, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I think we all ended up there in different ways, but Jared and I met on a church retreat and just started playing some of the songs that are on this album together for the, I believe it was a talent show.
Yeah. There were.
For,
We
and
followed
which
up
went-
like a child doing like a dance to Frozen, and
Yeah,
we came on.
which actually goes terribly because if you get on and you just play this, and then you sing some real down-tempo song with like Appalachian lyrics, people do not want that after. They want more of the Frozen and
Right.
the church talent show.
It's a tough audience. You know.
So, anyways, and then later on we met. Well, we knew Thomas, and he started to play with us, and then Clayton hadn't been born yet. And so when he was born, we were so thrilled.
We had our eyes on him.
So
Yeah.
definitely ID him at the bar. And Jared just bought him a razor. It's pretty exciting.
It's a special time to share.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy that you guys found each other and have formed this group. I think you're rock stars, so
Thank you.
thank you for that. I'm going to get off the stage so you can play another songs for these folks.
Okay.
The Pharaoh Sisters. Hey, I have one more question.
Sure.
Why the name? Why are you the Pharaoh
No one's
Sisters?
ever asked that before. I mean,
Everywhere we go. I'll try to make it quick. If you know the music world, but especially in the folk world, if you follow these bands, they're all like either actually family, or it's all the same people playing in each other's bands.
Yeah.
And the Punch Brothers and
Right.
and Gillian Welch and Dave Rawlings, all these people are playing together. These are all our heroes. And we said, well, that none of them have talked to us, and we're not them. And so it's a really on-the-nose way of saying, like, well, we're definitely not family, because we're not even sisters. So it's kind of a playful way of just noting the fact that we are definitely not within the inner circle of the folk elite.
Yeah. There's no nepotism.
You are the folk elite.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Again, the Pharaoh Sisters.
And I just want to say thank you, Martha, so much. This has been a thrill to be here, so thank you. We're
Good
honored.
place. Reeves Theater, everybody. Yeah.
You built us a house on a mountain. It won't budge. Overlooking a river, clear and cool. Ask for nothing, still won't pack to move. The king of the earth stacks the logs for the serfs. Righteous flame, fueled by shame. Burned his own flesh for the new kingdom's sake. Garden of Eden. It was me at the base of Sinai, kissing that golden calf. Should have been me going up that mountain with Abraham, but instead it was you. Should have been me going up that mountain at Calvary, but you're the one with the words, you're the one with the words. Of a promise, like Pisgah's Gate. But I did not awake. Sleep we won't. Life is our estate. It was me hiding in those bushes in the Garden of Eden. It was me at the base of Sinai, kissing that golden calf. Should have been me going up that mountain with Abraham, but instead it was you. Should have been me going up that mountain at Calvary, but you're the one with the words, you're the one with the words.
This is the Pharaoh Sisters.
Yeah. The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Hugh Chatham Health, formerly Hugh Chatham Memorial Hospital. They may have a new look, but they still provide the same high-quality care they've given residents of Elkin, North Carolina and the Yadkin Valley area for over 90 years. And they've recently expanded into Virginia, providing greater access for the communities they serve. They're a private, not-for-profit hospital. Hugh Chatham Health employs more than 900 and is served by more than 70 physicians, representing 27 specialties, delivering all of the quality medical services you and your family need to achieve optimal physical and mental health. You can learn more at hughchatham.org. Also, we are proud to announce our partnership with Three Trails, your boutique hotel steps from the Reeves Theater. It's located in the recently renovated bank building on the corner of Bridge and Main. It's Three Trails, part of the Carolina Experience. These folks have designed 14 units with a modern flair that highlight the building's architectural history. They also have a rooftop patio. And if you come to the Martha Bassett Show, you get 10% off your stay. Just use promo code MARTHA10. You can learn more at thecarolinaexperience.com. Now, let's get back to the show on the beautiful Reeves Theater stage in Elkin, North Carolina with Martha Bassett.
Buddy Mondlock writes songs. He does it so well that some great songwriters have recorded his songs on their own albums. Guy Clark, Nancy Griffith, and Janice Ian, to name just a few. You might have heard his song, The Kid, recorded by David Wilcox, Peter, Paul and Mary, and Cry, Cry, Cry. When Buddy's not on the road, you can find him in Nashville, but he grew up in Park Forest, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. When Buddy made his first trip to Texas, Guy Clark heard him singing one of his songs and opened doors for him in Nashville. In 1987, he was a New Folk Award winner at Kerrville. Buddy's second album got picked up by Sun Records, a small label in Ireland started by a band you might have heard of called U2. And he was well received on the Island of Poets. He's toured there consistently ever since. He's released a string of critically acclaimed solo recordings on his own label and on EMI. In 2003, Buddy toured North America and Europe with Art Garfunkel and Maya Sharp in support of their album, Everything Waits to Be Noticed, which they wrote and recorded together as a trio. His latest solo album, The Memory Wall, was nominated for an Independent Music Award. Currently, he and Maya Sharp are collaborating on a new musical called The Girl in the Red Dress. In addition to writing and touring, Buddy also teaches songwriting and has been a staff instructor at the Swannanoa Gathering, the Kerrville Folk Festival Song School, and Sisters Folk Festival Song Camp. Also, Cedar Song Retreats. This is his first time on our show. Will you please welcome Buddy Mondlock?
Thank you, Martha. She still has really good eyesight. Those words are small on that page. She got it flawless. Thanks. I'm Buddy. This is my bass player, Mike Lindauer here. Mike and I have actually known each other since we were 10 years old.
And we met in the principal's office.
That also is true. All right, let's play some songs for you. This one's called Sunlight in My Pocket. I got sunlight in my pocket. My baby put it there. So I'd have a little summer to keep my hands warm in the freezing air. She knows it's cold where I'm going, out in the cruel world. But you will not find me shivering, find me burning for my Georgia girl. I got stardust on my hat brim. It fell out of the sky. That stuff collects around my baby. She was standing next to this lucky guy. Yes, I got the winning ticket. Boys never know when that good angel you gave up on just starts smiling on you down below. This woolen putter just to suit me lasts less than and a half. But all the bitter disappointments disappears when I hear my baby laugh. That's a sound that says she's happy. I can go there with her too. I got everything to win, boys, and a head full of the blues to lose. Last moon over my shoulder, burning up the night, so I can see just where I'm going, every step it takes to make it home all right. You know that moon is just reflecting light from some other place. I think it's coming from my baby. You should see the way she lights up my face. I got sunlight in my pocket, I got stardust on my handprint. That's the moon over my shoulder, burning for my Georgia girl. Thank you.
And now we're going to play a song that Buddy wrote with Garth Brooks when they had roughly the same amount of money.
It's not really that funny. Yeah, it's true. Garth and I, we each got to Nashville around the same time and ended up with the same manager. So for many years, actually. So especially early years there, before he got kind of busy, we wrote a few songs together. And he hasn't gotten around to recording this particular one yet, but I am thinking there's got to be a bluegrass album in there somewhere, right? It's time. Maybe a letter writing campaign. What do you think? This is a song Garth and I wrote based on a movie script that was floating around town. And like everybody in town was writing songs for this movie. And when the movie came out, all the songs were written by Larry Gatlin and the star of the movie. And who was it? Yeah, thanks, Mike. Anyway, I like this
Swayze,
song.
wasn't it?
That was Patrick Swayze, that's right. Yeah. I didn't see the movie. But we got this song out of it. This is called a Canary Song. While the mockingbird warbled near the mountain spring, down in the mine a canary sang in a deep dark hole where men didn't belong home. We listened to our lives in a canary song. I remember mountain mornings so quiet I could almost hear the wind in the red tail's feathers and the breathing of the deer. Those old tracks seem to go forever. As a child I'd walk all day, finding diamonds in the cinders and begging chunks of coal away. As the morning faded to evening, so too came my time to follow down in my daddy's footsteps, leave the mountain for the mine. We'd always bring a bright canary, our link to the world of here, for we knew while she kept singing, we wouldn't suffocate down there. While the mockingbird warbles near the mountain spring, down in the mine a canary sang in a deep dark hole where men didn't belong. We listened to our lives in a canary song. We'd listen.
This is Buddy Mondlock. They will be back in the second half. Put your hands together for them. Happy birthday, Lee Spears.
Woo! Lee Spears!
It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found the somebody who could make me be true, could make me feel blue, and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be me, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. But nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Some others I've seen might never be me, might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. But nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your thoughts, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Thank you very much.
The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Explore Elkin. They're your one-stop travel source for the Yadkin Valley and beyond. If you're looking for hometown charm, historic landmarks, Main Street shopping, and fine dining, come stay a while in downtown Elkin. Elkin is a small town with a big community. So whether it's downtown events, music, hiking, or just paddling the Blue Water Trail, you can let Explore Elkin help you find your trail. Learn more on Facebook or at Explore Elkin. Support for the Martha Bassett Show also comes from these fine downtown Elkin businesses: Mountain High Metals, the Elk Pharmacy, Yoga on Main, Coley Hall at the Liberty, Angry Troll Brewing, Yadkin Valley Quilts, the Wisdom Table, and Fruition, Elkin's cutest little cocktail bar/lounge. Martha, what do we have next?
Kyshona has always lent her voice and music to those that feel they have been silenced or forgotten. She began her career as a music therapist, writing her first songs with her patients, the students and inmates under her care. She soon found the need to write independently and find her own voice, an endeavor which led her to the fertile ground of the Nashville creative community and songwriting culture. I first heard of Kyshona through her trio record with Jonathan Byrd and Johnny Waken many years ago, and her career has blossomed ever since then. She heads up a nonprofit called Your Song, in which she uses storytelling to help people process trauma, unblock creativity, build self-esteem, set goals and intentions, and manage stress. Recently, she's toured with Allison Russell and performed at the Newport Folk Festival. And this is her first time on our show as well. Please welcome Kyshona.
Wow, so kind. So as Martha mentioned, I am a licensed music therapist, so I will charge you later for this session. I've been going back and forth on what to start with. What do I need? This song here is about hitting rock bottom. A lot of times we hit rock bottom and we forget that the rock is solid. It might not be very comfortable while we're there, but you can rest your bones for a while. Do all the healing you need. And when you're ready, you get back up again. The thing that we always forget, the thing we always forget though is to leave your burdens on the rock. Don't walk with it into your healing. This is called Burdens Down. As I walk to the river, my knees start to quiver. Is there enough water in the world to wash me clean? My heart starts racing. All these demons I've been chasing tell me that I'm not the kind, no, to be set free. Looking for grace in the graveyard. Finding the light can be so hard. Oh, I've been under it, and I've been over it, yes. Lord knows I've hit rock bottom. You can crawl through the dark and lose sight of it all, but you can lay your burdens down. Yes, Lord, I feel the winds are changing, and my worries get to fading. As I stand on that rock that's been trying to pull me down, trying to pull me down. Oh, I've done it with the hate crimes. Oh, yes, I told myself I've been unkind. The goodness in me that was lost, yes, y'all, has now been found. She's now been found. I'll leave the chains in the graveyard. I take the light and a new start. Oh, I've been under it, and I've been over it, yes. Lord knows I've hit rock bottom. You can crawl through the dark and lose sight of it all. You can lay your burden down, yes. Yes, Lord. Lay 'em down, lay 'em down. You can lay 'em down, yes. I'm gonna take that rock, throw it in the river. Gonna lay my burdens down. Gonna take that rock, throw it in the river. Gonna lay my burdens down, yeah. I'm gonna take that rock, throw it in the river. Gonna lay my burdens down. I'm gonna take that rock, throw it in the river. Gonna lay my burdens down, yes. Yes, I've been on want y'all to think of something you need to lay down tonight. I would love for you to sing these words with me and keep them going. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Come on. Come on and lay them down, lay them down, lay them down, lay them down. Sing that. Lay them down. Come on, Reeves. Hey, come on. Yeah. Lay them down. Keep it right there. Don't stop. No matter where I go. Come on. Lay them down. Yes. Lay them down. Yeah. Oh, yes. Lay them down. Yeah, lay him down, yeah. Come on and lay him down. There you go. Hey. Come on and lay him down, lay him down, yes. Now I know y'all can sing. Hey. Martha, you started a great thing here. Yes. Hey. So I brought some lovely friends out. I want to feature Kyshona Hickman over here on this one. Yeah. I've always wanted to play with a sacred steel player, and it has happened tonight. I want you to think about nighttime animals. What creatures do you have roaming about here in, where are we? Elkin, North Carolina. Imagine yourself as this nighttime creature in full autonomy of self. Nobody telling you how to be, how to walk through the world, what to wear, how to sit. What creature would you be? Hey. Did you ever wanna be nighttime animal, dancing in the dew in the dark till the sun comes around? Ooh, it'd be so magical to get lost and never be found. Did you ever wanna be nighttime animal, guiding in the night by the side of the stars overhead? Ooh, it's not irrational to wanna live the life you want before you're dead. Before you're nighttime animal, hiding in the grass, running fast till the sun strips gloom. Ooh, just ain't fair, no, that the day people get to make all of the rules, making all of the rules. They're making all of the rules, but not for me. Did you ever wanna be a nighttime animal? Did you ever wanna be a nighttime animal? Did you ever wanna be a nighttime animal? Did you ever wanna be? Deshaun hit me, y'all.
I love that song. Thanks for that.
I loved y'all for singing. Thank you.
Will you tell us a little bit about your song, your nonprofit?
Yeah. So I started Your Song in the midst of 2020.
That's a theme tonight.
It's a theme tonight. It's amazing how many things were born in the midst of being sat down, which I think is very telling, that creative people then had the space and time to create their other passions, right? To really work on those things. Yeah. So I actually started, I was a music therapist for like 15 years in Georgia, and tapped out, moved to Nashville, thought I'll just do the singer-songwriter thing, but then I could never quite get away from being a music therapist. Kept being asked back to the Country Music Hall of Fame to run these songwriting groups with veterans and with youth. And I think in 2020, I realized that sorry y'all, but I've started thinking of my audiences as my patients again. So I was missing standing in front of an audience and having this exchange of vulnerability. I was really missing that, and so I reached out to my fans online. I hate calling them fans. I reached out to my friends online and said, hey, who's struggling right now? I know therapy is one thing, but I can offer this service of helping you write your story, your song, and creating an anthem for you in a different way, in addition to any other therapies you're receiving. And it started with 13 fans, and it turned into a whole company. I have a board. We're waiting on 501c3 status right now. That is hard to do when you are trying to tour and do many other things. But the whole premise of Your Song is, how can I use therapeutic songwriting as the tool to heal a community, right? How can we use therapeutic songwriting as a way to bring people together? And it's been really, it's been an amazing experience. Whenever we tour through different communities, whatever venues we're playing at, we always ask the venues, is there an organization that you would like to sponsor or that you would like to offer a therapeutic songwriting experience to? And that is my way of getting the venues to look around their communities and see who is there. Because who is often sitting in the seats within the theaters are not those that are outside those doors, right? So how can I bring those people inside and show them this space is for you as well? And wow, I'm just going, ain't I? I'm so sorry.
I love it. I asked.
Yeah, so it's something where we go through different towns, and we've worked in West Virginia with Recovery House. We've gone in and we've written an anthem with 51 men that were in recovery, or are in recovery, and it was amazing. We had one young man come up and join us on piano. during that process. I don't need it, thank you though. And then I've had the blessed opportunity to work with a young lady named Whitney Martinez, who she was incarcerated when I met her. She was taking my songwriting class then. We wrote her very first song on our last day together while she was incarcerated. And in 2020, she was released on probation. And she reached out to me and said, hey, so since you taught me how to do that one thing, I've written a slew of other things, and I think these are songs. So we actually kept meeting over online on Zoom, and we wrote a whole album together. And it's her words. Her husband helped her produce the tracks. When in 2021, we went into the studio, and Whitney has released a full-length record, and she's writing a book to tell her experiences of coming out of addiction and, you know, transitioning back into society and healing, you know, healing her family. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I think for me what that shows is that the power of one song, if you help someone write one song to tell their story, that can empower them, that their story can heal. So Whitney's mission, she wants to go back behind bars to show other women, you know, the full capacity of who they can be. So y'all go look her up, WhitneyMartinez.com. Whitney Martinez, that's with 2 T's. Go support her. That's your song's full existence.
That's wonderful. No, I want to talk more. You keep tuning.
I'm sorry.
I saw on Facebook last night that you made your goal on Kickstarter.
Yes.
Tell it.
Me and Kickstarter, y'all, I said I was never going to do one again. And we had to make this record. I'm working on a legacy project where I'm studying my family's history, working with a genealogist and talking to my ancestors and talking to my aunties. And my mother has Alzheimer's, my great aunt has Alzheimer's, my grandmother had Alzheimer's. And so I'm trying to capture as much as I can. And we launched a Kickstarter in the hopes of not only helping me tell my story, but maybe planting the seeds in the communities, doing the same amount of work. How can I go into communities, bring families together, communities together, so elders can talk to the young folks, so we can write our stories together. And we all know this, once you know where you've come from, you know how to walk forward in life, right? And I think we all need that as a society right now. We must understand where we've come from so that we don't repeat the past. So that's what the whole mission of this legacy project is.
That's wonderful. So I know to make this happen, you have a stretch goal. Like in Kickstarter, we usually make our goal a little less than we actually need, because if you don't raise the full amount, you don't get any of the money. So do you have a stretch goal? How much more are you trying to raise?
Yeah, so we've met our 25,000 goal. So if we can get to 30,000, that'll help not only with the pressing of the records, but also that'll give us some seed funding to sponsor a couple of groups in a few communities that have already said, like in Tulsa, I've already have people in Tulsa that say, we want to sponsor a legacy, we want to bring this legacy songwriting project to Tulsa, to Greenwood, so that we can start to heal after, you know, the rebuilding of Greenwood right now. So, yeah.
So one of your rewards for sponsoring is a legacy songwriting package, which is at $1,000. So Kyshona would work with you. And so if 5 people did that.
Oh my gosh, if 5 people did that, we would totally meet our goal. So if you think of someone or a community, we have just a few hours. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock it ends. So we just have a few more hours left in this Kickstarter. And I know that if 5 more people were to say, I know what communities I want to offer this legacy songwriting to, this therapeutic songwriting session, I mean, that'll get us there. And that's 5 more people, 5 more groups. We can go and have songs. We want to release these next songs in another legacy album, but of the community.
Very good. Cool. Okay, we're gonna do one more song and take an intermission. And I hope you will go out to the merch table and see what Miranda has for sale from all these great artists who have been on the stage tonight. And do you want to tell us anything about this song?
Yeah, since we're talking about legacy, my grandpa, H.T. Hawthorne is his name, H.T. He passed away some years ago, and it wasn't until he was on his deathbed that I even knew Grandpa wrote music. So I thought I was the oddball in the family. It turns out Grandpa was singing all his original songs at church with the Jubilee Choir. So after he passed, I thought, man, that's so sad I didn't know this. I could have collaborated with him. So I consider this song my co-write with my grandfather after his passing, and this is called The Riverside.
Kyshona.
So much.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you after the intermission.
Anything I need to know for the second half from you? Welcome back to the second half of the Martha Bassett Show, featuring Kyshona, Buddy Mondlock and Mike Lindauer, and the Pharaoh Sisters. That's Austin Pfeiffer, Jared Meyer, Clayton McKenzie, and Thomas Pendergrass. The band tonight is Rex McGee, Sarah Howell-Miller, Deshaun Hickman, Russell Kelly, and me, Pat Lawrence. Our interstitial music tonight was composed by Russell Kelly. Artist accommodations are provided by Three Trails, and Lowe's Foods provides our hospitality. Remember, you can listen to us weekly on 88.5 WFDD. Follow the entire schedule, listen to past radio shows, and subscribe to our podcast at marthabassettshow.com. Now, let's get back to the Reeves stage, and a big hand for Buddy Mondlock!
Okay, I'm going to take a poll of the audience after this song to see how many people dated this person. This one's called Come Back First. Two red tail lights are all that I see when I remember the last time you drove away from me. You drove away and you didn't come back. Two red tail lights fade to black. You've been here and you've been gone, then here again, and so on. Sorrow and relief, I don't know which is worse, but if you want to leave again, gotta come back first. Come back first. Come back last. Hey, you could just stay and save all that gas, but I'm your love, then I'm your curse. So if you want to leave again, you gotta come back first. I keep looking at the kitchen door and 3 Cheerios on the floor. The clock just stopped, no, there it goes. When did a second get so slow? All in all, it's all a mess, and I'm just trying to do my best. You might feel sweet, you might feel hurt, but if you want to leave again, you gotta come back first. Come back first. Come back last. Hey, you could just stay and save all that gas, but I'm your love and I'm your curse. So if you want to leave again, you gotta come back first. If you want to leave again, you gotta come back first. Two red tail lights are all that I see when I remember the last time you drove away from me. You drove away and you didn't come back. Two red tail lights fade to black. One of the really interesting and great for me things that I've gotten involved in the last couple of years is Kyshona mentioned writing with vets, and I've been doing the very same thing. Got a call a couple of years ago from a guy named Mac Bailey, who works with a program called Music Therapy of the Rockies, and I urge you to look them up. And their whole idea is to put veterans with PTSD, especially, together with songwriters for a weekend retreat and turn that chaotic series of events and images and stories into into a song. And it's really been a great honor to be able to work with these folks. So this is one of the first songs I wrote as part of that program with a fellow named Nick Tibbs, who served in Iraq. It's called Weak. Weak. Nobody wants to look weak, for death shall inherit the meek. I am the meanest ground pounder, downtowner, town downer. Weak. 16 weeks and 16 days, from boot camp to a pink case, where the staff sergeant used to be as he waved us back from an IED, where a mortar's just a random act, like a haircut or a joke you crack. Now I'm the one who kicks down doors, you kids there get down on the floor. Nobody wants to look weak, for death shall inherit the meek. And I am the meanest ground pounder, downtowner, town down. Weak. And then they just rotate you home. Muster out, you're all alone. Your buddy parted in Iraq, and you're guilty 'cause you made it back. But the VA's gonna fix you up. Just swallow these pills in this cup. Back from the land of us and them, giving oxy out like M&Ms. Nobody wants to look weak, for death shall inherit the meek. And I am the meanest ground pounder, downtowner, town downer. Weak. So is this a problem? I may know. I can handle it, I'm in control. Either high or I'm sick, either way I'm out of it. If the oxy's getting thin, I can score some heroin, and some cop kicks down the door, I'm the one who's on the floor. 3 days in, then out on bail, rearrested back in jail. There's a program if you plead. There's what you want or what you need. Now I speak. I sit in this circle and speak, where nobody thinks I'm a freak, 'cause I'm not the only wall climber, less blinder, day at a time. I speak. I speak. Hi, Martha.
Hello, buddy.
Thanks to our fiddle player.
Yeah, how about a hand for Rex? He's great on that.
That was beautiful.
I don't even know Rex's last name, but if you play like that, you don't need one. He's Rex. He's the king.
Just like famous soccer players, one name.
Yep.
He's Rex McGee. These folks know Rex. But.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask an important question that I know everybody in this audience wants to know. What did the two of you do to get sent to the principal's office?
Well, Mike was peppering the school bus with snowballs, very accurately, I might add.
Okay.
And you might not be surprised to hear that the official charge, I think, for me was dawdling. Because there's just so many interesting things to see it on the way to school, you know?
Aw. Aw. That's sweet. You weren't smoking or anything.
No. That was later.
Of course. So I was listening to these guys talk backstage. We're like, oh, how do we pare it down to 5 songs? Because, you know, Mike had said that they have played full shows 2 nights in a row and not repeated a song. That's amazing.
We're old. We've been doing this a long time, and
well, we'll have to have you back so we can hear some more of your songs.
I'm up for that. Thank you.
And Mike, Mike flew in this morning from Houston, where his air conditioner was out.
Well, one of them was out. There's still another one. But
Okay, all right. That sounds dangerous down there.
it's dangerous for my wine collection.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're so excited that you put us at the beginning of your tour, and
Well, we're so happy to be here and get to hear such wonderful acts. Normally, we just have to listen to ourselves.
that is the fun thing about this show. You get to hang out with everybody else. And you have a new record.
I do, yeah. It's called Filament. I just happen to have a couple copies out there in the lobby there. It came out in February and number 4 on the folk charts, at least in
That's
March,
great.
I think. Yeah.
That's great. Excellent. Well, will you share another song?
Yeah, I'd love
with
to.
this group of people?
I'm kind of hoping you guys would all sing along on this one. Your part goes, whoa, we had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. Apologies to English teachers out there. If you can't remember all that, just kind of mumble no choice over and over for a while. You'll pick it up eventually. I started writing this song about Vincent van Gogh. Because here's this guy who, a painting of his might go for $350 million today. It's possible. And yet, when he was alive, nobody was interested. He couldn't sell a painting to save his life. He's always bumming money off his brother or mooning over some girl and just depressed. But out of that, he just kept creating all this beauty and putting it out in the world. And I was really inspired by that. And by the time I got to the second verse, though, I realized I wasn't writing about Vincent anymore. I was really thinking about all my songwriter pals who pretty much qualified in all the same ways. And so really this is for them. And I've met some new pals on this show tonight, and it's also for them. Some are gone now, some are still with us, but the song is called No Choice. Please do sing along with us. Wasn't love so big that it filled his heart, till it swelled and finally burst apart? With love spilled out, they called it art, but he never really had no choice. Oh, we had no choice. No, we never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, never really had no choice. He
was thinking that the pain came much too soon when he locked himself up inside his room. Oh, it hurt real bad to write that tune, but never really had no choice. There were some who could not understand when he built those castles with his hands, and he knew damn well they were only sand. Never really had no choice. Oh, we had no choice. No, we never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, never really had no choice. Sometimes a man, sometimes a boy. He made some music and he made some noise, but he felt his pain and he felt his joy. Never really had no choice. There was a beautiful fire inside of him as he balanced way out on that limb. Could have burned right through that branch so thin. Never really had no choice. Sing it with us. Oh, we had no choice. No, we never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, never really had no choice. And they all talked about him when he died. They studied and they theorized, but when he was through they laughed and cried. Never really had no choice. Wasn't love so big that it filled his heart, till it swelled and finally burst apart? When the love spilled out they called it art. He never really had no choice. Oh, we had no choice. Oh, we never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, never really had no choice. One more. Oh, we had no choice. No, we never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, never really had no choice. Never really had no choice. Thanks, that's Mike Lindauer on the bass there.
Buddy Mondlock wrote all those songs.
The Martha Bassett Show comes to you from the Reeves Theater and Cafe. That's downtown Elkin's newly renovated landmark. Originally opened as an Art Deco movie theater in 1941, it was fully operational until 1977 and then became the Elk Twin Cinema in 1994. Closed for decades after, it was lovingly restored and reopened in 2018. They have a vibrant lineup of artists all year round. On August 19th, it's Abigail Dowd and Bill West. And on August 31st, the Elkin Big Band will perform its Hollywood Hits show. Also, the Reeves Theater has recently launched the Reeves Downtown School of Music, right up the street in the old Arts Council building. Through programs like the newly established Evie Good Scholarship Fund, they are a nonprofit dedicated to providing music lessons to all instruments, all ages instruction in a group and individual lesson setting. You can learn old-time bluegrass, theory, composition, and more. Learn more at reevesmusic.org. Now, let's get back to the beautiful Reeves Theater with a song with Martha Bassett.
Thank you very much. Next weekend, not this coming weekend, but a week from Saturday, I should have thought of looking up the date, I'm going to be doing a whole concert of Burt Bacharach as part of the Summer Music Festival for Music Carolina in Winston-Salem. So if you want to look up that festival, Music Carolina. Look up Music Carolina. So this is one of those songs. Thank you. You're so sweet.
What do you get when you fall in love? A guy with a pen to burst your bubble. That's what you get for all your trouble. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. What do you get when you kiss a guy? You get enough germs to catch pneumonia. After you do, he'll never phone you. I'll never fall in love again. Don't you know that I'll never fall in love again? Don't tell me what it's all about, 'cause I've been there and I'm glad I'm out of those chains that bind you. That is why I'm here to remind you. What do you get when you fall in love? You cry enough tears to fill an ocean. That's what you get for your devotion. I'll never fall in love again. Don't you know I'll never fall in love again? Those chains that bind you. That is why I'm here to remind you. What do you get when you fall in love? You only get lies and pain and sorrow. So for at least until tomorrow, I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. Don't you know that I'll never fall in love again?
Thank you. Will you please welcome back the Pharaoh Sisters?
Thank you. This afternoon we were discussing something. Well, let me back up. We were preparing for this show this week, and we had been looking on the Martha Bassett Show Instagram and noticed that the portraits were beautiful. So Sam, the photographer, we knew he would be taking nice portraits of people, and so we engaged in a discussion around how we were going to dress. And if you don't follow us on Instagram, you can find this discussion on Instagram because Clayton started videoing it, and it's pretty serious. And so then later today, we were out front in front of the Reeves Theater, in front of the beautiful marquee, and I was taking a selfie of us as a band, but I decided I would make it a video instead of a picture, and which is, you know, fairly uncomfortable when you find out later that you've been videoed instead of taking a picture. So Thomas, as we were walking down the street, said, "I think our toxic trait as a band is taking videos of each other without consent." So fast forward, I was in the green room earlier. We were all in the green room earlier, and I took a short nap. It's a great green room. And there's a green couch, and I took a nap on it. It was great.
Yeah, pretty on the
And I
nose.
kind of came up from that, and I looked on the Instagram for the Pharaoh Sisters, and Jared had posted a video of me shaving my head while looking at my phone, which is a very vulnerable video.
Yeah. You really feel like you could look into the soul of a person watching them shave their head.
It's just like a video. Anyways, I'm bald, by the way.
Yeah, no one would have guessed that.
And he set this video of me shaving my head while looking at my phone to The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. So I guess I say all that to say that we're gonna play a Simon and Garfunkel song. Be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would if I could. I surely would. I'd rather be a hammer than a nail. Yes, I would if I could. I surely would. Away, I'd rather sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man gets tied up to the ground, he gives the world its saddest sound, its saddest sound. Forest than a street. Yes, I would if I could. I surely would. I'd rather feel the earth beneath my feet. Yes, I would if I could. I surely would. Away, I'd rather sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man gets tied up to the ground, he gives the world its saddest sound, its saddest sound. Thank you.
thunder and calm. That's how you came in through the door, the imminent frame, scrubbing our feet, turning over tables, cups of cold water, born in a stable. Came with a sword, then laid it down, crushing the empire, the marker's crown. Sweet little baby, bundled and swaddled, devil embarrassed, innocent coddle. Let's go, doctor. Thy will be done, your kingdom come, healing wings, righteous sun. Thunder and calm, that's how you came in through the door of the eminent frame. Thank you.
The Pharaoh Sisters. Give them a hand. All right. The primary sponsor of the Martha Bassett Show is Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist Davie Medical Center made Becker's Hospital Review list of the top-rated hospitals for patient experience state by state in 2022. Atrium Health Wake Forest Baptist, where innovation and compassion meet. We would also like to welcome Lowe's Foods to the Martha Bassett Show family. These fine folks are now providing our artist hospitality, and there's no finer grocer. They're NC local. Lowe's Foods, your true hometown grocery. And remember, when you come to visit us in beautiful downtown Elkin, make sure you stop by the shops at 150 East Market Street. where you'll find Dirty Joe's Coffee, the Smoothie Station, and the Barkery, home of Melissa's all-natural pet treats. The shops at 150 East Market Street, where you're sure to find something for everyone. Now, would you please give a big Elkin welcome back to the stage for Kyshona?
Thank you, thank you. Weren't those harmonies beautiful? I had my eyes closed backstage and was just like lulling myself. I've been thinking a lot, speaking about legacy earlier, and I've been writing songs to try to, narrow down my stories that I've gathered from my family members. This is the first song, I think, that I wrote for this record intentionally. It's called The Echo. And I wrote it for my great-great-great-great-grandmother, Margaret. She was blind. She bought her first house and land by signing an X on the line for a cart and a donkey. And I know that for her to be able to purchase land, I know how much that took. A formerly enslaved woman who as a child had no name. This is called The Echo. For everything that she did, every seed she planted, I can stand here on this microphone before you tonight. No, you can't see the house through the trees. All around it, the roots buried deep. I can still feel your presence on this land. And the wind in the trees is the touch of your hand. You are the song, I am the echo. Wherever I am, it's 'cause you dared to go. You dug the land so I could grow. You are the song, and I am the echo. Ooh, ooh, I am the echo. Ooh, ooh. All that's left of life is a stone. No one knows all the stories it holds. No one knows your name, but you made your mark. And the blood that was shed still beats strong in my heart. You are the song, and I am the echo. Wherever I am, it's 'cause you dared to go. You dug the land so I could grow. You are the song, and I am the echo. Something that I'm realizing is that we don't often bring our ancestors up in conversation, do we? We all live in the now. But I'm starting to think about those who came before me more and more in every interaction that I have. Yeah. You can clap for that. That's great, yeah. When we understand that each of us are the echo of someone that worked really hard for us to be here, standing or sitting today, I think we can see each other through a new light, yeah? Will we actually look one another in the eye to have conversation instead of typing, texting, messaging on screens? We can see that we have so much more in common with one another than our differences. This is called More in Common. You've got your reasons, and I've got mine. Ain't no agreeing, no, but I'm on your side. I can't hear your heart over the screaming crowds. No. We've said awful things, but I'm still choosing you now. We've got more in common. We've got more in common, yes. No matter what you think, where you've been, who you are, we've got more in common than what tears us apart. No matter what you think, where you've been, who We've got more in common than what tears us apart. Y'all can sing these with me. Na na na, na 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 na. We got two of them, come on. Na na na, na 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 na. One more. Na na na, na 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 na. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna bring the band back out here. So this song that we're about to throw at you, I had this dream I have this dream that Mavis Staples will one day cut this song. I don't know, dreams come true, right? You think so? I hope so, Dave. I'm kidding. Okay, thank you so much for having me here. Yeah, and this message is just, no matter how tired we get, hear your ancestors call on you to keep on moving, okay?
Much pain I've had to
Bassett Band.
Kyshona, folks. Thanks so much. We're going to bring all of the artists out now. I hope you've enjoyed this evening as much as we have. Please put your hands together for the Pharaoh Sisters. Buddy Mondlock and Kyshona. And feel free to sing along with us on our final song. Thank you so much for being here. It is amazing to see this hall full of people like it is tonight. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks to all the live stream watchers. We love you too. Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right for you. That's all right, Mama, just any way you do. Well, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama, any way you do.
Well, Mama, she done told me, Papa done told me too. Son, that girl you fooled with, she ain't no good for you. Well, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right, my mama, any way you do.
Thank you all for tuning in into our beautiful live audience. Let's hear it for Kyshona, Buddy Mondlock, and the Pharaoh Sisters. How about our fearless leader, Martha Bassett? Come chat with us in the lobby. You've been listening to the Martha Bassett Show. It's good music for good people. Most importantly, no animals were harmed in the making of this program. A big thanks to the Reeves Theater and staff in the beautiful town of Elkin. Jeff Irving and James Brickey handled the sound. Doug Williams of Electromagnetic Radiation Recorders did our broadcast. Ben Singer, Nick Bassett, and Eric DeLager provided our video broadcast. Sam Schumacher of Steel Shake Photography did our pictures. Buddy Reed provided some technical assistance. Danny Carr managed the stage. Miranda Carr is out there selling the merch. the Martha Bassett Show. Thank you so much for joining us. Drive safe. Come back and see us